I'm Jacob with Tailor, and today I'll be discussing the physical tools we use to fix your computers. You may be surprised, and you possibly have some of these tools already lying around your house. Firstly, we have good old-fashioned Phillips head screwdriver. Now this is just one. We've got another one right here that actually has a lot of removable tips so that you can quickly change out the size of the driver, or if you need to go from Phillips to flathead. We've got a couple in here just in the base that you can use to kind of quickly swap out for whatever the job requires. Now if you're only working on one machine, you may only need to deal with one type of screw, which means you might only need one screwdriver. Here we work on a lot of different machines, so that's why we've got several different sizes and types of screwdrivers. And here's that screwdriver with the removable tip. This one, it's really nice. You can see it's got Phillips head on one side and a flathead on the other. And then in the base of here, there's some spaces to keep some more, which I've actually pulled out already. Here we go. Here's another one. It's a little bit smaller. And then this one is even just a little bit smaller than that. So it's nice to have these different sizes when you're working with different types of screws. Next up, we've got some simple air duster. Very easy to use. We use these to clean out the fans on your computers. Very simple to use. Usually the straw, when you buy it, is taped to the side. You just take the tape off, take the straw out, affix it into the nozzle, and then it's very simple to use. You hold it a couple inches away from the target area, aim, and just pull the trigger in short bursts of air. You don't want to hold it down for too long. The can does get very, very cold. Another important safety lesson for these is because the contents are under such high pressure, you don't really want to expose it to heat or puncture the casing at all. So just be mindful of that. But very useful for cleaning out the fans and dust and dirt from your computer case. Next up, we've got some prying tools. These we typically use when we're opening up smartphones or laptops to kind of pry the case open without damaging anything on the actual machine. I've got some used ones here and then some new ones right here, and I'll do a close-up on these just to give you an idea of how quickly they can go bad and become ineffective. So these are good for a couple uses. The more careful you are, the longer they will last, but eventually they will end up looking more like these with the torn up edges. As you can see, the one on the left is the used one, and it's definitely more torn up than the new one on the right. And then over here we've got the little picks. You can see the green one on the left is much more worn than the fresh gray one on the right. Lastly, we've got ourselves a multimeter here. These come in all kinds of different shapes and sizes with different functions on the front. Some of them you have to set the range yourself, so like on here we've got volts for current, we've got amps, we've got ohms, and then all these different ranges in between. So you would set it to the closest thing to what you're expecting to measure, and then check the reading off of here. Some multimeters will have an auto-ranging function where you only have to select what function you want. So whether you just want current and then you set it to current and it'll automatically range it for you. This one does not. You have to set the range yourself. And then there are some that have way more functions and some that have way less functions than this. But we use this to measure all sorts of electrical information. We use it to check continuity between a circuit, as well as measuring the voltage for power supplies, laptop charging adapters, and then just kind of to check where the current is going throughout the board when the power is plugged in. That's all the tools I was going to talk to you about today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and come on back later for some more content. Most importantly, be sure to have yourself a great day.